The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sun Devils will kick it off to get us underway. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Using his legs, it's Marshall. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Finds his man. It's Bond. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The give to the lone running back. Across the 25. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Finds his tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Arizona State.
The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They think there's room to run to the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Breaks it inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up, next play, take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the catch, and runs it into the end zone.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Mayo. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that rookie out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for room. It's Martin. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. The short hands, it's Johnson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Hoosiers need to pick it up on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Indiana! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And, man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. LSU LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up 14 over Alabama. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Off the play fake. With the catch, it's Valentine. Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Trying to get the corner. Makes it past the marker. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mayo. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And he'll run out of bounds to wrap up the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Smith wants to throw. Now improvising. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Not a lot of room, but he'd already got the most important thing. The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Smith dropping to pass. Finds his target down the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Fights off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you run into...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. Turning it on! The 10! Slippery slide! Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown!
Well, I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Handoff to the single back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Looking to scramble. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Complete to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Smith wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Mayo. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Stepping to the right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. They'll go back to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Running back searching for a hole. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Levin. Fires to the big fella. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Valentine. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Smith dropping to pass. That's reeled in. It's Martin. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, that DB basically could have just ran that route for the wide receiver. He was all over him. There was no shot that receiver was going to be able to make that play. Beautiful job by the defensive back.
Wants to fire on second down. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and kick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Hoosiers will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
The Hoosiers are flying down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Here's the heat. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense...
Lots of room to run. Lowers those pads. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 21 to Washington. For now, it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pulls it in, it's Bond.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Smith wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
And it's no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Smith dropping to pass. Complete in the middle. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half.
Timeout, Indiana.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hoosiers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They started this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Valentine. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Making side adjustments here. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the counter. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
On the ground, it's Valentine. He is going nowhere. Scott at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they can't make the connection.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a 4th down looms, and decision time for this offense.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Levin. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
To the air on second down. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle. It's Valentine. Turns it on in midfield. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. Off play action on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And this game's starting to take away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Levin. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Looking for space. It's Valentine. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They're working that left side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Give to the back. Got room to work. Turning it on. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Hoosiers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. They'll run it from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, defense, if they score, it's a wrap. It's over. So we've got to find a way. I know the clock's our enemy, but we've got to find a way to get a stop put ourselves in a position we can get the ball with some clock and try to go down and make something happen offensively.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He makes the catch. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
And the Sun Devils will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he...